We laugh.
Yep. There we go. All right. So,
Cold.
question number 21, and finally back in it. So, where we last left off from a long time ago, you all had been just a little bit more of a recap. You all had took on an assignment from the Agricultural Guild that was located in the province of Athenia, and through the series of events, you figured out that this was like what was happening to the forest was being caused by these hags that were
How
building
is
up
that going?
who's echoing?
You are.
Oh, am I echoing? How am I echoing?
I don't know.
Because I am not doing anything else. Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think I'm a volume too high. Okay, but as you were,
Nope, there it is.
was that someone else? Because
N-
I'm on headphones.
Somebody has their mic hitting their speakers, I think.
Yeah. Could be another.
It can't be me because I'm wearing headphones.
I'm not hearing Harold echoing.
Okay, it's probably. I don't know what it could be. It could be.
They're all
your screen or
insane.
something. Anyways, so as I was saying, that you discovered that it was all part of a plot by these hags, and from what you gathered, there was also seemed to be a bit of a connection going on, as before the initial fight, one of their servants named Adak had fled the scene with some sort of mission in particular. Through trials and tribulations, you all found the shepherd who had been missing for the longest time and discovered he was in a rather desperate state. And through working with Ananias and working with the other people from the I'm stumbling over my words already. With the wardens in defeating the bee here, you all found yourself preparing the way for the next shepherd. And once you were successful in that, you discovered that the shepherd had already passed on. And he had been there was like something had happened to where he just turned from this graceful, beautiful dragon into nothing more than a rotting corpse of its former self. After landing the decisive blows, you all had secured some level of peace within the forest. And with the new shepherd established, you all returned to the helm and had a day of celebration. And lasted throughout the night, and you all have woken up in your rooms, some of you a little more hungover than others. So, it's morning.
I feel nothing.
For the first time, you feel a sense of peace. And now you all wake up. What are you guys going to do?
Your voice sleeps in.
The Neo voice sleeps in. That's
I
confirmed.
think the Duns is with Neoboy right now, in all honesty.
Probably.
Way alone.
With his mask still on.
Yes.
Sleeping with the mask on.
Nice. Attractive.
Very attractive.
What about Kihime and Korn?
Oh. Time for breakfast.
Yeah, time for breakfast, I guess.
Very straightforward. Alright, guys.
Yeah. So Korn and so for you, Korn and Kihime, you both leave your rooms, and you find some people lazily going about getting breakfast prepared. You can tell who was the one who had been out celebrating a little too hard, as either they have their cloaks over their like their hoods over their head to block out any sort of sunlight that's peeking through the windows, and just other people just rubbing their foreheads as they try to eat. So you guys find yourself some breakfast, which is pretty much the standard that rations that they have for the people who are at the helm.
Okay.
After breakfast, there's this thing that I want to do.
Mm-hmm. What would you like?
I would like to go get some arrows because a bow is fairly useless without arrows.
Mm-hmm. Very true. So you're going to head to the armory, yeah? All right. What about the rest of you?
Armory sounds nice. Might as well stock up.
Okay.
Stock
Anyone?
up once again.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Thinking.
If you want to continue sleeping in, that's totally fine.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Wink wonk.
Yeah.
Sleeping in.
Oh, you can't. You guys aren't watching my stream. You can't see my face on now.
My
But
God. I imagine.
okay, so Nether, Corn, and I'm assuming Kihime as well are going to the armory.
Sure.
Okay, so you all make your way down, and as you're making your way towards the building outside, which is located a little bit away from the keep, as you go through the main exit, you see there's still a bit of construction going on, like at least the beginning stages of it from that battle you had participated in defending the helm from the horde that was sent. And you see a few of the men still guarding the gaps, and others just going about. Still, some of them a little. You can tell by some of their faces they're a little bit relaxed, but also a little bit cautious in finding this sense of peace, as if it's been a while since they've had any sort of semblance of that. But you make your way down to the armory and open the door, and you find one of the you find one of the wardens there, and seems to be kicking back. He has, unlike the others, he has his hood down, and he seems to be relaxing, leaning against the wall, reading what appears to be a small book. And he looks up at you. You can see that, unlike the others who are either clean shaven or have a stubble, this one happens to have a full beard. A rather reddish beard that definitely seems to stick out a bit compared to the other men, and seems to be a little unkempt. Not really, sort of. He fits essentially the lumberjack, the sort of beard. And his head, unlike it almost seems like as if the beard migrated down from the hair. Migrated down from the top of his head down to his beard, as he is completely clean on top. Looks up at you, smiles, and says, "Well, what brings you here? The heroes who essentially save the province."
Supplies.
Well,
Man, we're those guys?
He pauses for a moment and notices you, Nether, wearing the mask still, and
Oh shit.
tilts his head a little confused as to why the heck are you wearing that? And
Immediately it's like, oh, I'm still wearing this. I'm just take it off. Like, it's fine.
as you grab the mask and prepare to pull off like you normally do with the mask, you realize you can't move it.
Oh, fuck.
Cursed.
It seems to be stuck to you like extremely strong, real world comparison, a really strong adhesive.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Guy?
it's like the mask, in other words.
I can't get the mask off.
Somebody stop me.
Yes.
Hang on, let me give credit where credit's due. Corn said that first. He made the mask reference.
Yeah, the mask reference, yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys. I don't think this thing's coming off. No, my charming good looks. Guys, you gotta help me.
Surprised you didn't do flame on with your hair.
We're still asleep. Shut up, you.
Yeah, only Kihime and Korn Nether now.
No, oh, she.
Oh, okay.
Guys,
Yep.
I look for them with a panicked look. Just, guys.
Which almost seems almost humorous compared to the mask, as the eyes are shaped in a way to almost give a sort of happiness to them. It's almost very contradictory.
Why did I put on a mask I found in a cave?
Oh, I see. the warden just chuckles, just amused by what he was seeing.
Wait, you know about this?
Not that one in particular, but it is not uncommon for Drow to provide some sort of extra precaution for this sort of thing. They don't really take kindly to people who loot.
That's my job! Come on, guys. I can understand why Neo doesn't like the Drow now.
Well, anyways, back to the topic at hand. As he's trying to not stare at Nether in his unusual predicament, and focuses a bit more on Kihime and Korn. So how can we support you in supplies?
Well, I kind of need some kind of armor. And Corn here needs some arrows.
Yes, arrows would be nice, because last time I was here I got a bow but forgot to get arrows.
How'd you...
There's this moment of silence as the warden is just staring. Just you could just tell him the look on his face is like he's like, is this for real? Is this really happening right now?
These are the people that saved your entire
Yeah.
country.
Exactly.
Is this the real life?
This is just fantasy.
But
Sorry,
but no, you're good.
No, I'm not.
But,
I'm the bard.
yeah, you're the bard, so it's fine. but after a moment, he regains his composure and is like, well, yes. Then he gestures towards the hallway, which you can see just from your peripheral vision of some weapons and armor, and he just gestures to you all, saying, feel free to take what you need. It's the least we can do for all that you've done for us.
Wait. Did take anything?
Well, what you need. That's,
So, and
yeah, and then he points to your mask and saying, if you take anything you want, then I think the mask will be the least of your problems.
trust me, this mask has already been the least of my problems. You haven't seen the shit that I've seen.
Oh, really now? And he just crosses his arms, giving you a look, just like a parent would to a child, saying like, you really saying that? Like,
I I walk up to him, place a hand on his shoulder, and leaning close. Motherfucking dragons.
He just shrugs. I know that the shepherd is a dragon. If that's
But
what you're talking about.
Fuck. A dragon.
Anyways, go on ahead. Take what you need.
Okay, well,
And he emphasizes the need quite a bit with you, Nether.
yeah.
And he goes back to reading his book.
What kind of armor do they have?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, perception.
First roll of the return.
Wait.
I would also like to see how many arrows I can find.
Alright, so go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I need arrows too.
Wow.
Okay. Alright. So, okay, 19. Very good. Okay.
So, okay.
Alright, so,
My first
Hey,
roll was
Hime?
a nat 20, apparently. I don't.
yeah, don't worry. I'll get to you in a moment. But, Kihime. So for you, as you...
Technically,
Yeah,
he
I
rolled
do
a
love-
nat 20. It just has a -1.
Oh, it says now 20. Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Dang. Very nice.
Yeah, my
First
roll
natural
was a
20,
nat
too.
20. My very first roll, and it was a natural 20.
Lucky.
Like it,
Alright, so, first things first, Kihime. As you look around, you notice that there's just seems to be the normal, typical armor that you've seen that the warden had been wearing, which consists of mostly light armor. Find some cuirasses as well as some leather gloves that almost look like gauntlets, but you can tell that it's mostly used to protect their hands when they're performing archery. And for you, Korn, you find a box off to the side, which is it's almost tucked in the corner between two large barrels, which are you can see which keep like their javelins and whatnot. But as you look at the box and slowly open it, you find what appears to be mint condition arrows, but you can tell there's something different about them. Hold on a sec. Trying to find the right name of this. Give me a moment. Let's see. Alright, so what you find, Korn, I would like for you to add this in your inventory, is 20 unbreakable arrows. And for a refresher, for those who don't remember the unbreakable arrows, normally when you fire your arrows and you need to pick them up, you pick up normally only half of them. You get all your arrows back for this.
And they have just leather armor here.
Alright, so you go ahead and grab yourself leather armor.
Yep.
What about you, Nether?
I just want arrows. I'm at 16.
Alright, go ahead and roll an investigation.
while you're doing that, I go up to Kihime and I say, hey, I got this wing from the dragon. Maybe you could turn it into armor, or have someone turn it into armor.
Sure, I could try. It wouldn't be
Alright.
crazy.
What's your modifier, Nether?
I don't have one.
Oh, okay. So, you look around, you find some, unlike Korn, you do find some arrows, but they seem to have been used. As you can tell by some of that, the arrowheads themselves are not in the best condition, and neither are the feathers. It seems that these were used to, like, they were either picked up or used in desperation. Because as you know, they've been constantly besieged and didn't have much in the way of communication with the rest of the province. So these are clearly some of the leftovers from that conflict. You find about 10, 15 of those. I would say 15.
Alright.
Right. Now, back to Neo and the Cadenza.
Huh?
As you all are sleeping, you suddenly feel something cold and like almost like disturbingly cold liquid land on you and Neo.
Where's that?
And it's enough to wake you up, both of you.
What? What is that? Cadenza looks down across hers and Neo's bodies. What just happened?
Do I see anything in the room?
Make a perception check.
Both of us?
My
Yes.
eyeballs do not work.
I mean, you did just wake up.
No, but it wasn't cold. It was really cold, so it's enough to wake up.
4. Eyeballs don't work.
Like I
Like
said,
for
you-
my die to actually roll? I hit the roll thingy. Wow.
Try again.
I
Sometimes
did.
it doesn't respond.
Difficulties?
It's a slash roll, and then
No, I have the dice roller up on my screen and it's not rolling.
try again. Sometimes you need to refresh it.
You know, Harold, I actually messed up. It was almost put exclamation point roll slash or no exclamation point D20 in the chat
Oh yeah.
because I'm so used to using like dice bots
Okay.
in
Try again, Cadenza.
Discord.
Yeah, if I still had my actual dice, I'd be rolling my actual dice. I don't know where they are right now.
Okay. Do you want me to? Oh, there you go.
There it goes.
Okay, I got a 7.
No one
you
can
look
see
around.
anything.
You see nothing.
Fuck.
UA.
And you see Yue appear next to you, little soaked as he shakes his body. Gets super
You got
puffy.
hit. You got hit too. Did you see anything?
Let me go ahead and do a roll real quick. I think so. I've heard a small sound, but also heard a small laugh. Sounded like I want to say Rorik. Is that his name?
Well, where's the fucking elf? I'll kill him! I get up out of the bed and I'm not even bothering throwing clothes on. I'm grabbing my axe, busting the door and going to find that knife, you fuck! Hey, little prick!
As you barge in, you just see like the wardens all looking. Some of them looking at you, others are yelling. Some of which are closing their eyes and turning away as soon as they see the Goliath manhood. And others are just like, shut up! It's so loud! Got
Where is
something
the
hangover.
elf?
What elf? We
The
don't
one
know
with the
where
fucking
this.
pointy ears and the stupid black cloak. I'm finding him and I'll throw him out a window.
So far, he seems to be out of sight.
Roy, bring yourself here! My axe wants to have a word with you!
By the way, Invisu Vela says hi to Cam. What can I do to
Friend.
find... Yeah. Work.
Right.
do anything to find Rorik. Cadenza grasps a sheet and quickly wraps it around her. And starts looking around. Rorik? Rorik, what did you do?
And it's at this moment you hear a yawn. That's clearly one of a feline. You just see Little Flame looking around. Just it was clear that he didn't really drink as much compared to everyone else, as he wasn't as grabbing his head or anything. He just looks around, and then he turns to the open door of the room that you and Neo were in. He turns and looks and says, "What's something? What's going on? What's happening? Oh! Forgive me." And he quickly averts his eyes, and then only to see Neo, giant butt.
Oh
My! And covers his eyes completely with both his paws.
Little Flame, we all just got splashed by something. Can you figure out what it was by any chance, please?
I just woke up, and I don't know if I really want to know any more than what I've just seen.
Cadenza flicks her hair back and forth, and her tail literally flicks towards him. Are you sure you don't want to rethink that?
I've already seen a Goliath, but I don't need to see any more.
We need your help, Little Flame, or I'll coerce you to do so. She starts to threaten as she goes towards Little Flame with her tail
Make
having
an
it.
intimidation check.
Can do.
Intimidation.
Oh, sweet.
Why are you threatening my little buddy?
He's a dickhead.
11.
11.
That's funny, is that on
He
my
pauses.
screen?
He hears it, and he's just like, "Oh no, this is something you have to do on your own." And he just runs, and he just bolts out of the keep, out of the citadel, the main fortress of the building.
I
Wait.
haven't found the elf, have I?
No, you have not.
Damn it. Fucking elf.
All the while, you just you do see you do happen to see two figures watching from above at the second level. One of which is the leader of the Wardens, and the other you can tell that it's the small figure of Ananias, and they both just seem so amused by what they are seeing.
We're killing elf. Elf's dying today. We got elf on the menu. Fucking elves. Fine, I'm gonna go back to my room and get dressed. If I see that elf, he's dead, man. Days are numbered. Morning.
And as you two, as Neo gets dressed in the room, there doesn't seem to be any more of an incident taking place, and still no sign of Rorik.
Okay.
Cadenza closes the door behind Neo and wonders what the hell is going on.
Elves being dumb elves.
Yue seems to be just sniffing the bed. I don't smell anything. It seems to be just water.
Oh well, saved me having a shower this morning.
Oh,
I tell what time it is at this point?
Yeah, it's we'll say now that after all this, it's now the sort of the late morning. So if we want to be so if you want to be technical, like 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning.
Nice. Okay. I guess I'll wander down and see if I can't find some breakfast food.
You do find some more of the. You do find the breakfast similar to the one that the rest that your friends were having before, but there's not as much as before, since you can tell that from in a keep like this, it's usually first come first or early bird gets the worm. So not as much as of breakfast compared to the others, but
I will take whatever is left.
yeah. And as you welcome back, Makani. And as you all go about your day, just preparing for the trek back to the capital, you find yourselves approach. You all come together, and including Rorik, who is now trying to stay a little bit further away from Neo.
You better.
Sometimes a little bit hiding behind, maybe possibly using Little Flame as a little barrier as well.
I'll break your legs.
Don't break my legs! Little Flame exclaims.
Not yours, his. But if you get in the way, I'll break yours too.
What the hell happened?
Elf likes water. Oh, I plan to introduce him to more
Bart just
water.
shrugs, as if he doesn't know what's going on.
Would you like to be introduced to more water, elf boy? Because I can.
He just shrugs.
It's
Even
an
more so.
ancient technique that we taught in my clan. It's called waterboarding.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Why am I never around for this?
Rorik then turns to look at you now and just like, is this a kink of yours?
I'm fire. Do I look like I like water?
Some people enjoy pain.
No, not me.
Why are you still wearing that mask?
Yeah, that's a
I
good question. Why are you wearing that
Take
mask?
it. I can't take it off.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna attempt to take it off to show them that I can't take it off.
At this point, Rorik is actually just trying to hold back the laugh as he's covering his mouth.
Have you tried harder? Oh, Nicole
I
was
don't
tapped
wanna-
accidentally.
Hmm?
Here, let me try.
Oh god.
I'm going to come up and put my hand on the mask.
I'm
And I'm going to pull.
terrified.
How hard are you pulling?
I'm fucking pulling.
Okay. I would like for you to do a strength check, Neo.
Yeah, so would this is this considered, hang on a second,
It's a straight strength check.
give me just a sec. Is this considered this is considered an attempt to pull something?
Yes.
Because I have advantage on those.
Yep.
Oh,
Go
god.
ahead.
So plus 5 with advantage. Go.
Alright.
Ah.
Try as you might, you pull enough so that even though Nether's trying to keep his feet on the ground, all you're doing is just dragging him as his feet digs into the earth.
Why have you put this on your face?
Neo, please stop. I told you I can't get it off.
Okay, I'll drop him.
Oh,
Why not stick on your face?
I don't know the guy that.
Did you submerge your head in a jar of honey?
Why would I submerge my in a jar of honey?
I don't know, no one would do that, it's silly. Oh well, improvement on your old looks, at least.
Well, and then the little flame just chimes in. Well, I will say it does fit your overall attire. Just like with the question mark at the end, just like trying his best to make the situation a little better for another.
I look over and like, attire? I barely wear clothing.
Maybe you should stop.
I mean the time when you are wearing clothing.
You know how often I don't wear clothes?
Most of the
I hope you're
time.
I hope you're keeping your clothes on around me. And just he scoots away from Nether.
Come on, we haven't reached that base yet, man.
We will never reach that base.
Say that now!
Oh boy.
But as you all are continuing on this banter, you find a familiar bugbear approach you all, and looks to you all and says,
I'm sorry, did
Well-
you say looks at us all or licks us all?
"Looks."
Okay.
Calm down.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's good. Once again, we can never thank you enough for what you've done for us in multiple times. And I wish for you all to have a safe journey and that our roads may cross again.
Yeah, man,
Same
I
to
mean,
you.
Totally.
we're like
Yep.
forever connected now.
I'd like to approach the man and do like a monkey arm lock with him, you know?
He
Hello.
responds as well with the arm lock.
Walk with strength, brother.
You know they will never let you live it down up north. That you become on good terms with a bugbear.
We'll just tell them that we beat the shit out of each other until we decided that no one could win.
Works for me.
Unless you want to do that now. No, we've got places to be, no fighting.
Yes, in fact, in a few days, Oberon will be leaving back to...
Oh, fuck. That's right. Shit.
I forgot about that.
Yep. We're meant to be going to get paid.
Alright. And you all... And with Aradira, who appears quietly, and who's been off... As you can tell, the whole time you've been there, Aradira's been off to the side, just spent some time with her husband, but also seems to be rather quiet. More so than
Is she
usual.
joining us or is she staying
Yes.
with her husband?
No, she's joining you all. But you notice that that she's been awfully quiet, but she approaches you all, says, "It's time."
Hell yeah, do you like Nether's new look?
Cadenza.
She pauses and looks at Nether. It can only be an improvement on the smallest of scales.
Saying that.
See?
Cadenza
Everyone-
leans in
everyone
towards
thinks you look
Ardra
handsome.
and whispers in her ear, "Are you okay?"
As good as I can be right now. And she starts going off down the path towards towards the capital.
Yep.
Not even waiting to see if you guys are following her.
I'm following.
Not even looking back. Just moving on
Cadenza
forward.
follows with a slight swanker in her walk, you know, the whole hip shake thing.
Mhm.
And she calls out for Yui, "Yui, come along. I don't want to lose you here."
Peers right on your shoulder.
I'm gonna eat that bunny.
No.
Wait, we're
Got
eating the
some.
rabbit?
No, you're not eating my unicorn rabbit.
Can you stop me?
Yes.
Can you stop that?
Alright.
Actually, yes.
No, she could probably kick my ass, honestly.
I want to see that.
No, you don't. It'd be bloody.
You have some very strange kinks, Nether. Rorik chimes in.
Not jinx.
Are you sure? You're wearing a weird mask.
Cadenza nods. Totally agreed.
If you guys honestly want to learn my kinks, then just
Nope.
No,
Nope.
no,
No,
we're good.
thank you.
Nope.
I don't need to hear it.
No.
Thank you. And the little one just runs up ahead.
Can anybody
Yeah,
cast
no, you're
silence?
Cast what? Silence?
Can anyone cast silence?
Oh,
Sadly,
what?
I
no.
don't know what that is.
Eee.
I don't know what that is. Magic is weird.
What happened?
Back, from the
No.
back of the party, I say I might be interested.
Alrighty then. We know who
And
the
as you all-
weirdos in the group are.
So as you all could make your way down, it's going to take you about a day or two, but it's been rather uneventful. But as you all camp out for the last night before arriving at the capital, Kihime, I would like you to join me in the other voice chat.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
All right. So, Kihime.
Yep.
As you are sleeping, taking in the rest from the days that have gone by, this night seems to be rather different compared to the others. You find yourself not what appears to be part of this world. Or at least that's what you think. As you find yourself in a rather large forest. But it's not the forest that you know of Athenia. While the Athenia is full of life and joy, it seems that this place is filled with the complete opposite. As you find yourself standing on what appears to be a rather large branch. And as you look around, you see before you nothing but trees. Taller than the greatest of cathedrals, taller than the temples of Haktesh, taller than the grand palaces that you've seen in art and in real life. And as you're standing there, the branches seem to stay still, not moving at all. The smell that fills your nostrils is putrid. It reminds you of the rotting carcasses that you've caught a whiff of while you were down in the former home of the Drow. It's enough that it's making it's almost choking. And as you look around, you see that the trees themselves seem to be almost pulsating a faint green.
Well, what's happening? Do I see anything special or anything? Just
Make a perception check.
okay. 5.
What you see before you is not only just the trees, but you see what appears to be what appears to almost be hanging moss, but appears to be dripping, but not of water. Almost, it's a faint green as well, but as it touches the branches, it lets out a hiss like a serpent, and a small stream of smoke emerges. You see before you, right in front, what appears to be a great sea of fungus, of mushrooms and all kinds of life that you've seen before in this forest, in the forest of Athenia. But it seems to be much more grand in scale and seems to be released from the caps. You see what appears to be spores sprinkling down like the faintest of waterfalls.
Is this magical?
Are you talking about the spores?
Just this area in general. It's just like some kind of magical area or anything.
Make an Arcana check. All right.
12.
You don't know. You've never seen. You can't tell if it's magical or if it's just part of a reality. And as you are standing there, you see further in the distance a silhouette. Can't make out what it is, but it appears to be the silhouette of a cloud that's made from almost like the clouds of the spores itself that have been raining down.
Can I tell what the silhouette looks kind of like?
From what you can see, it seems to be humanoid in shape. Standing upright, tall, almost proud. And you hear something that resembles a voice, but you can't tell if it's coming from the silhouette or from anywhere else around you, or even if it is someone actually speaking. You just hear Ashkenda Tuletenola Anafatgana te Gonotan Eskentenen. It's the voice bellows and repeats this over and over again. You do not know of what this language is, if you've even heard of it before, or what this all means. But as it continues to grow louder and louder and louder, like the ringing of a bell of the day of someone's funeral, just louder and louder. It's getting louder, and it's getting to a point where you feel like your brain is going to explode as you continue to look upon the silhouette, and then and you see it appear. It seems to be walking towards you. The branches of which it's stepping on, you just hear this. With each step it takes, and it seems to be reaching out, holding out what appears to be a hand, right, going towards you. And then you wake up in the middle of the night, cold sweat, and breathing heavily. Now we're getting back.
Okay.
You pulled a card from the deck of many things.
Yep.
I love that's not the first thing I hear.
Oh, hi, Harold. Welcome back.
Yes. So, you all.
Are we gonna get an explanation for those rolls now?
What you'll know, as you're all sleeping at the night, you find Kahime awaken with a start, with a start, shocked, and seems to be breathing. She seems to be breathing heavily, and if she could sweat, due to being Dragonborn, you would see it.
Dragonborn sweat. Do they not?
So, and that's what you find her waking up with a start.
Is she waking up? Wonder
She made a lot of noise to wake you all up.
Holy, what happened? Who got attacked? What?
Oh, dude, Nether, what's wrong with you?
Cadenza's just gonna look around and be like, not again. Perception check.
Go ahead, make a perception check.
I don't smell any knife here, except not like what's usually around. I'm going to look a bit hard here.
Alright, go ahead.
Did I roll or did it freeze on me again?
I think it froze on you.
You broke
Motherfucker.
it. Stop breaking things. Oh my god.
I'm not breaking anything. D&D Beyond just hates me tonight. Or
Hey,
Roll
you're
20
not-
hates me tonight.
Roll 20, yeah.
We were sailing along on moonlight bay. I don't really know the rest of the words. Is this all annoying you?
Yep.
As much as
Alright. I'm still waiting. Still waiting for the rolls.
Do you want me to
Roll.
roll for you?
No, I want to roll for myself.
Okay.
14.
14. You look around. Doesn't seem to be anything going on. no sign of anything approaching. No sign of anything happening.
Cadenza finds this to be rather suspicious.
Just gonna get up and walk over to Kimi. Hey, you alright?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a nightmare.
Do you wanna talk about it?
No, it's fine. Let's just try to go back to sleep.
I can do that.
All right. And then the next day, you all make your way to the capital. And while you don't really see anything that gives off the similar warm reception as you did with the at the helm, you do find some people glancing at you, almost surprised to see you there. And they continue on their way, doing their normal daily routine. Aradira turns to looks at you all. Well, time for me to report to the guildmaster.
Do you need an escort?
Oh, of all people, you should not be the one escorting Nether.
Considering the fact you're also wearing that mask, probably
I
not the
can't
best
take it
idea.
off.
I feel like it
Exactly.
makes him scarier and therefore a more effective bodyguard.
Though
Yeah,
though keep in mind it's also a drow mask. As she says that and goes into a whisper.
Spooky.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is.
Ooh, imagine the
Stuff
irony
like this.
if you kill drow while wearing one of their masks.
That's a good idea.
Wait,
You could be like you can get a name. You can be like Drow Slayer, Drow's Bane,
I think you
the
would.
Dark Elf. Fuck. Oh no,
Wait, continue that last one?
no.
Continue.
I don't want to encourage.
I think I like
At this point, Little Flame
First, you have
chimes
to
in and
fuck a
says,
Dark Elf.
I'm
then.
gonna go find Oberon. And just
You do
slinks
that.
away.
You know what I want to do? No one cares. Okay. Remember that
What?
lizard? The lizard man that was here last time.
Lizard Man. Lizard Man? It's been so long since we've
You
been.
don't remember the lizard man?
Which lizard man?
The one that I had an arm wrestle with.
Oh, yes!
Yes, we should find him.
I want to go and see him and see what he's doing.
You
Alright.
gonna arm wrestle him again?
His name was Zantul, and I want to see what Zantul is up to.
Are you going to arm wrestle him again?
Maybe,
Good luck.
That's a yes.
Alright.
maybe.
Well,
But I remember where that bar was.
whenever-
We found him.
Yeah. Whenever, and this is where, and Arjun chimes in once more and says, okay, whatever you all have to do, just meet me back at the guild hall, and we'll see about getting your rewards.
Ooh, reward. We should do that first.
Rewards, then do everything else.
Yeah.
Alright. So, alright, so you're all going to the guild hall?
Alright.
Alright, so, hold on a sec, where'd they? So, as you all make your way to the guild hall, you find that you a little bit have a bit of a warmer reception as compared to when you first initially entered the city.
Did they not
And
fight?
you find that some of the guild members are actually smiling with relief, and others just walking by, giving some of you like a pat on the shoulder as a way of saying thanks as you all make your way up to where the guildmaster is staying. And you find the Furbolg sitting there in his chair, completely at ease. Just almost as if he never left that room.
Probably didn't.
I bet he's grown into the chair.
Do you think he has?
I bet he's got
Mhm.
roots.
I kind of
And
want to
as you
find out.
and as you all enter, he smiles at each and every one of you. Welcome. I'm glad to see that you've all returned, well, safe and sound. And then he pauses for a moment. Though it seems that some of your companions are not with you, and I see some new faces.
Yeah, we lost a couple. They gave their life for this forest.
I
We
see.
did our best.
I'll miss my brother.
My condolences to each and every one of you. They will
They were heroes. They died heroes.
indeed.
That's
It
how
is
I
because
will.
of them that the forest now has not only a new shepherd, but also has begun the process of healing. And it's thanks to you all that this is also possible. And he turns to look at you, Korn, and Kihime, and says, well, I know that we have not met before. I would, if you will be willing to accept it, the rewards that I initially planned for their companions. If you are willing to accept that.
I'll accept it on behalf of my brother. Hopefully it will be a use to help our land.
I graciously accept.
The furball slowly nods his head, and as he does so, you see these butterflies seem to flutter for a moment, and then, as he stops his motion, they seem to rest once more on him.
You think he gets people to water him?
He can probably do it himself.
Ooh, true.
Well, as I've mentioned before to our agreement, I know that some of you have little interest in magic.
What is magic?
He smiles amusingly at Neo. But I also have prepared rewards for you respectively as well, that I pray that you will find very useful. So, question for people. Do you want...
Answer 4DM.
So, this is for the DM. So what I want to know, how many people want the magic? How many people want the physical gift?
I have a feeling Rorik will want the physical. Cadenza wants
I actually already
magic.
got the message from Mason beforehand.
Let's
Okay.
get physical.
I'll
Okay.
take magic.
Okay,
I'll take
so actually, can you type it in chat for me, just so I have it respectively prepared for each of you?
Roll 20 chat.
Just post it in the pandemic chat, just so I know.
Oh, I don't. Ooh. That's a
Make the
good
choice.
question.
Okay.
Give me a big stick and let me hit things with it.
Guys,
Discord, can you load, please?
Yeah, no, it's
No,
lagging
Yeah,
out
that
for
to me
me.
too.
I think Discord's eating it.
Yeah, it's constipated.
I'm gonna use my phone.
No worries. Just gives me a moment to pull up the stuff.
when you say physical, do you mean like?
An item of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Discord's eating it on everything. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm gonna put it in the roll 20 chat.
Alright, that's fine. Put it in the roll 20 chat. Alright, where is that?
Cough.
Okay.
So far as all we know, it's even. Split down the middle.
Okay. So.
Sure.
Okay, another Neo physical. Okay. Alright.
Look at that, the melee classes want physical things. What a fucking surprise.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so is it just Neo and Nether that want physical?
Corn food.
Well, yeah, Corn also.
I want physical as well, but I put it in Discord.
Okay. Alright. So, first things first. Nether. You find our Ardira holding what appears to be a rather large bundle of cloth that seems to be holding something. And as she stands before you, she unfurls it and reveals to you what appears to be a pauldron. But you notice that it's not the kind that's made out of metal or anything, but seems to be made out of wood.
Yeah, put it on the fire, guy. Good idea.
It confuses you for a moment, obviously, but this is Nether. Let me see if I can pull it. Come on, why can't I just send it to you?
A pauldron of take-off mask.
It's a magic jar.
I got a jar.
Okay, here we go.
Alchemy
Wait,
jug.
Nope.
Hold
on.
Everybody wants an alchemy jug.
Okay, here we go. Finally. All right.
Here you go, the jar of
Here's
dirt.
what. Check your DMs. Another. Wait, which one is it? Are you on your old account or on your new one?
I'm on my new one.
Okay,
There's
here.
a
Let me
new
just do this
account?
real quick because I didn't have a DM history with that, so I can just copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Put this in your
Oh,
in your
that's
items. This is homebrew, by the way, in case you're wondering. You won't be able to find it.
Now that
Okay.
I sent your new account a friend. Well, I'm trying to send your new account a friend request and it won't let me.
And as for
No,
you,
I got it.
Okay.
as for you, Neo,
Hello.
you find that instead, you find that one of the other members of the guild approaches after entering the door and stands right before you. Clearly, there's the height difference, and it
Hello,
seems
Johnny
that what
Man.
he's carrying seems to be, despite its size, seems to be rather. It seems to be rather. He has no problem carrying it.
Ooh, go man.
Okay, so let me put this in for you.
What
Just
is
gonna-
this
I'm
man
saying it to you
carrying?
directly as well.
What is this man carrying?
Okay.
What is in your pocket?
Okay. Alright. Set to fix the typos. Okay. And what you see before you is a blade that seems to be made out of the similar thing to Nether. It's armor. Which again seems rather odd, but as you look at it, you can tell that there's more to it, as the blade itself is a rich dark green, as similar to that of the pine trees up north.
Ooh.
And you notice there's also on the hilt seems to be this green gemstone.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. Gotta fix the name right there. Okay.
That's a weird name.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Okay.
What? So whose
As
item is this?
for-
I was getting whiskey.
This is still Neo's. He's got his new
Okay.
weapon.
And for corn, you find what appears to be different compared to what is given to you appears to be different compared to Nether and Neo, which, while most of the stuff you've seen is something that of weapons and armor and all that stuff, it seems that what is given to you is taking into consideration of your skills. And this is what you are given. You're going to have to search this up because under the equipment, but this is the name of it. Okay, go. Let me get it for you. And you find what appears to be a necklace made with beads that are similar in the same thing that is made from Neo's weapon and Nether's armor. But there's carvings and engravings that seem to be of runes. There's 8 of them in total. Also, and once he gives you these gifts, these rewards, the Guildmaster speaks up. Each of these are taken from the bark of the first tree of the forest. And as he says that, he slowly raises an arm, and you just hear that of the leaves rustling as he points to the large tree that has engulfed the guild. The bark that is used is very rare and valuable, for it does not give away its shell lightly. But when it does, it gives such wondrous gift. I hope these are useful to you.
This is very much appreciated. We will carry them with us with pride. Thank you.
Don't know what to say.
I thank you all for your service to this forest. But
Hey,
now,
Magic Lads, what did you get?
But now, for you all,
Nah, Magic Lads.
and for you who decide on the magic, he takes his time to go give you an introduction a little bit as to the members and what the process they go through. But and then, just like before, as you've seen before with the vials that had been given to you all for drinking the head of the warden's blood, you find instead of there being blood, you find what appears to be clear water in each of these. And it seems rather odd. But
Cadenza's silver eyes widen, really confused as to what this is.
he makes the gesture. The Guildmaster makes a gesture, smiling reassuringly, encouraging you all to drink it.
Okay, I drink it.
Rorik drinks it as well.
Cadenza's waiting to see what happens to Rorik and Keith.
And as they drink it, there's a shimmer for a moment in their eyes, glistening a bright green for a moment before their eyes are back to normal. What you feel, Kihime, is much more in tune with the very nature itself, especially with the forest. And you find yourself, in a strange way, feeling a connection to the beads that Korn is wearing, and the weapon and the armor of Nether and Neos. Well,
Cadenza takes a deep breath and decides to drink it.
and you feel the exact same thing. And the way this translates for you all is that those who drank it now have a level in the druid class.
Does it override
Cool.
anything, or just add the level?
So it actually adds on to the level. So
Wow.
while you're like, let's just say like you're level 7 right now, you're level 7 in that class and a level 1 in druid.
Well, I
So
don't have
the
to.
requirements that you needed before for like the multi-class, it don't matter.
Okay.
Captain Multi-Class over here, Jesus.
How do I add? Oh, here we go. Add another class.
Letho got too many multi-class.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna be.
Actually, Cadenza was also going to. It's not letting me
Don't worry,
overwrite
I'll have to do it on my end. I'll fix it.
Cleric Druid Source. Oh my god.
No kidding.
Well,
Yeah.
the bard was eventually going to add either wizard or just a sorcerer.
Oh man.
I mean, with first level druid, you get druidic and spellcasting.
Yes. So
Harold, fix.
yeah, don't worry, I'll fix it. If we have a break, we'll do that during the break.
Okay.
Yes. So, afterwards, he smiles and looks to you all. You see Rourke is almost tripping out as to what he is feeling. And the Guildmaster looks at him and just smiles even more and just says, Wood Elves do have their attachment to nature, but this is what it feels to have a true connection. Rourke finds himself at a loss for words, but just slowly nods, like, okay, I kind of see what you're saying. The Guildmaster turns and looks to you all, and so does Aradira, and both of them bow their head for a moment and say, and the Guildmaster says, "Thank you once again for all of you've done. May your journeys be forever blessed."
Thanks for this gift.
And with
I thank you for the gift you bestow upon us.
that, you all head on out from the guild
Mm-hmm.
with these new gifts, feeling much more of the success that you haven't felt before. So what are you guys gonna do now?
Well,
Are we outside?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are outside. You're right outside the guild hall.
Cool. I'm gonna perform.
Okay, go ahead and perform.
I want to find the Bardoset.
Oh, the Zantu?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So Neo's gonna find Zantu, but Cadenza's going to perform. What is Kihime and Nether
Roll 20
and Korn gonna
Fucking
do?
up for me again. Roll 20's fucking up for me again. Why is roll 20 fucking up for me tonight?
yeah,
That's how rock when you do.
yeah, it's roll 20 for
This
you.
is says
If you have a physical
imagine
dice,
a rogue
Makoni,
barbarian guy.
Makoni, if you have a physical dice, you could use that too.
I don't know where my physical dice are right now.
Move. Okay.
Well then,
Where I got my cursed swords, or was that a different town?
That was
That was
in Fenia.
What is it that everything you have is
Performance
cursed?
22.
There you go. Easily playing a tune. People are watching you, enjoying the music that you're playing, and Yue
Am
is
I
just
getting money?
bobbing along with the music.
Am I getting money?
No,
Am I
not
getting
this time.
money?
Not this
What?
time. Not this time.
Fuck you, Harold. I mean, You raised me with a tentacle monster.
That doesn't mean you get money.
Ah.
I want to find the bar. Where's the lizard man?
Okay, so you're wanting to go to where Zantu was located? Where you last remember him, anyways.
Yup.
I'm gonna go with Neo. This
Okay.
sounds interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess
so
I don't have
let me
anything
quickly
better to
pull
do
up
right
the-
now, so I guess I'll go too.
Alright, so you met him at the Sleeping Rock.
Sleepy Rock.
Yeah, ROC, like the bird.
No.
And as you make your way, you notice that in the bar, in the tavern, you don't really see you don't really see the lizard folk wearing the bones and skeletons of various individuals. You find patrons, but you don't find Zantul there.
Bartender, where are you?
Yes? You find what appears to be a gnome that climbs up a little bit onto the bar counter. Obviously, this place was establishment was not meant for his size.
Big lizard man. Do you remember him?
Oh yes, I remember him.
Looking for him.
What did he do this time?
Nothing, just want to know where he is.
Oh, okay. Seems to be a little relieved hearing that. Well, last time I saw him, he was in where was it? He was in the market. He was actually in the market district.
How long ago was that?
That's just a few, just down the road from here.
No, how
Yeah.
long ago? When did you last see him?
I would say sometime this morning. He's probably still there. He seemed to be busy with preparing for some long travel.
He's leaving.
As far as I know, he could be.
Right, well, I've got a lizard man to find.
All right, yeah, have fun with that.
Okay, I'm good to go to the marketplace.
All right.
I don't know what Nether's doing.
Are you guys following Neo, or are you chilling out here at the tavern?
I think there's other things I need to do other than chill at the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested in looking for some place. Would the marketplace have anywhere to buy parchment and ink for writing?
Probably so.
Make a perception check.
Alright.
Well, you do find what appears to be a store that seemed to actually sell these kind of books and whatnot, but from what you see, it's boarded up, and you find what appears to be one of the soldiers standing guard in front of the entrance.
Excuse me, what happened here? Why is this store boarded up?
The poor sap who owned this place caught the plague. It's been boarded up by the Lord's orders. Anyone who's infected, they were told to board it up and burn it down later.
Burn it?
Can't be too careful.
Listen, I need to write a letter. And I don't know anywhere else buy anything for writing.
Well, here's the thing. You caught us here in the middle of a plague, so we can't really help you there. We're still recovering and trying to hold on.
Is there any way I can just quickly run in, like quick in and out. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey Harold,
Yes.
is this where I own the apothecary?
The apothecary shop. It is in this. It is in the capital.
So I should probably check my apothecary, shouldn't I?
You could.
Yeah, I should. I was trying to find. I had a sticky with all my notes from D&D, and I can't find it.
All right. So.
Okay, a note.
So.
My note.
All right. 16. The soldier pauses, glances around, and goes into a hushed voice. Come back here tonight. You'll have 5 minutes once you return.
Thank you.
Only at sundown.
Thank you.
No more, no less.
5 minutes. Night. Got it.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to finding Neo. And
Okay, so. And Neo,
I'm looking
As you
for
are-
a lizard.
what's that?
I'm looking for lizards.
Yep, looking for a lizard. So, as you're looking around, you find what appears to be the very one you're looking for, Zantu, who appears to be loading up a cart. And he's not by himself, interestingly enough. You see with him a few others who are pretty much armed to the teeth. 2 of them, one of which you see is a one who is a dragonborn, who is well built, much like Zantu, and with this, but it doesn't seem to have any sort of scarring or anything. But you see that his scales are snow white. You find also among them a Genasi, an Earth Genasi. And unlike the Dragonborn companion, he seems to be having a few scars upon his arms, which look more like cracks of Earth, and some missing chunks as well, as he's talking to who appears to be what almost looks like a Dragonborn, but almost much more menacing looking. A half dragon.
Ooh.
That's a thing.
A red half dragon.
Ooh. Spicy.
And unlike the Dragonborns, you see that this one has spikes, natural spikes from all over the place, almost as if it was like its own armor. And you see a hint right under his chin, what appears to be almost like a frill, one that is similar to that of a bearded dragon. And
Zantu.
as you say his name, the group looks at you, but Zantu is the one who actually approaches and releases a small hiss, which, from what you can tell, is definitely one of actual. He seems happy to meet you. Ah, tall one. You've been gone for quite some time.
I've been busy, saving forests, killing dragons, the usual.
And as you mentioned the dragons, you see the half dragon look at you with eyes narrowed.
I wink at him. So who are these whelps?
Companions. We are all heading to the north.
The north.
Yes.
Heading up to Avarok.
Not to Havarok, but
Close by.
close to Havarok. A place called Kurin.
Kurin. Have I heard of Kurin?
Kurin, you remember, is the place where, as well as the province that shares its border with Havarok, So you've walked. So you've been there before.
Right. It's a while since I've been there.
Yes, the Lord of that province called for assistance in the form of not only soldiers, but those like us who work for money.
Assistance? With what?
Apparently, there has been a rather large trouble up there with some green, thick-skinned fellas.
I was about to say, does this trouble have something to do with green fuckheads? Certain green fuckheads that go under a certain name, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Bleach Skull's still walking around up there.
Yes. In fact, that is why this group, this clan, this tribe called Bleach Skulls been rather, what's this word? Aggressive, much more than usual. Apparently this time they are being led by a big fella named Kakran, I think.
You keep cutting out for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Big fella named Kaklan.
Yes, big fella
Did I say
named
that right?
Kakran. I think.
Oh, Kakran I've heard of.
Apparently, this is a rather big offense of sort.
So he's finally stopped
That
skulking
he-
in the shadows.
He is now leading in the front.
Spineless bastard. When do you leave?
Tonight. But I'm certain that we will cross paths again. Unless, of course, you yourself are interested in joining us. There's plenty to be made from this mission.
I've got my own bits in it. When do you leave? Where from, sorry?
We will be leaving tonight. If you wish to join us, meet
Where
us
from?
here.
Here. Alright, well, if I turn up, then I turn up. If I don't, I don't.
I hope that you join us. Would be nice to have tall one who knows the area much more than myself.
You might want to rug up until it's cold up there.
What do you think this cart is full of?
And he just gestures
Nothing but-
towards like a bunch of bundles of clothing.
Fair enough, and I'm gonna just softly punch him in the shoulder, but a soft punch from a Goliath is probably a haymaker from a human. See you around.
Gives you a nod before turning back to focusing on the group.
Okie doke. Where'd that little fucking fireboy go?
I'm gonna like run up right behind him. Hey, what a mess.
Oh, there he is. And any luck getting that mask off? Nope, apparently not.
No,
And as you say this, you find more more people just walking by, casting a long stare at Nether before going on their business.
You really gotta get a hood for that.
I really don't think I can wear myself.
Can you put hoods on? Will you set them on fire?
I mean, if you get me angry enough, I will.
Yeah. Alright, where's the others?
I don't know. We kind of split off.
Fuck. Did Little Flame tell us where Oberon was?
No, he did not. But you saw in the direction he was actually heading to the market district.
Okay, so let's see if we can find any cat people around here.
All right.
It
While
should
you're
be hard to
so,
know.
I'm gonna take a pause for that and then go straight to what Cadenza is doing.
She was still performing.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't give her money, so she's gonna try again!
You can try again. Make a performance check.
Trying. Roll 20 keeps freezing every time I try to fucking roll.
Maybe it's trying to tell you, save your... Stop trying to get money from me.
No. I really wish I knew where my dice were. Well.
Wish I could loan you mine for a bit.
I know, same. I have mine in my suitcase. Like right now.
I got a nice set of metal dice.
I have a nice set of dice. I don't know where they
Ooh.
are. Oh, that sucks.
Apparently in your frustration, you try playing harder, but in doing so,
No.
it turned from being a warm, welcoming tune to just sounding much like the bad recorder version of My Heart Will Go On.
You mean the version that Harem King played?
Yeah.
Can I try one more time?
No. In fact, the ears go back against his head just because it's hurting his ears.
Cadenza sighs and puts her flute away and leaves. Do I need anything? I don't really think I need anything. Oh, that's right. I wanted to go to my apothecary, and she goes to her apothecary.
Alright. And as you make your way, you find that, unlike the shop that Nether went to, it's not boarded up, but you do find a soldier there standing at the entrance. And from what you can tell, it seems more as in keeping an eye out.
Cadenza holds up the deed to the apothecary. I am now the owner of this place.
Whatever you say. And he, unlike the other guard, he seems almost nonchalant about it, like as if he was thinking, "This is just bullshit. Why am I chilling here?" And lets you on in. And as you enter this shop, you find that you find what appears to be the shelves themselves seem to be in a rather messy state, as well as what appears to be a desk was turned over.
Cadenza sighs heavily at seeing the state of the apothecary, and she leans out to the soldier. Did something happen while we were on our adventure?
He turns and looks. I don't know. All I know is that I was sent here to guard it until whoever owns this place had returned. A lot of people who have been infected usually disappear for some period of time before we decide to board it up.
Okay. Do you know anyone that I could hire to run this in my absence? Was there an employee?
As far as I know, it was just the one who owned the shop before you.
He died while on his travels with me. That's how I got the deed.
Make a deception check.
A what?
A deception check.
Why is it a deception check?
Because you said that the person died on the travels with you.
Oh. That's not necessarily true. Right. Damn it.
Yeah, that's deception.
Well,
seeing how uncaring he is, it seems to raise a little suspicion but he quickly brushes it off.
I can't find all my notes. It sucks. Okay. What do you suggest I do?
Well, it depends, really. I don't really know much about these kinds of things.
I ought to hire someone to run it, but then that means wages, but it could potentially be profitable.
Doesn't your friend that feline know people?
Little Flame? Maybe. That's a good idea. Do you think you can find him for me while I try to clean up here? Please.
Without saying a word, he hops off your shoulder and bounces off, trying to find him. And as you're cleaning, let's go ahead and move on to the group. Neo, Kihime and Korn, are you with Neo?
Yeah, well, I am. I don't know about.
I'm not. I stayed back at the tavern.
Okay, so while you're chilling, out at the tavern, Korn. Is there anything you would like to do?
Not particularly.
Okay. So you're just chilling out there, taking a few
just-
drinks.
Yeah, having a drink, talking to people.
Mm-hmm. Looking for any information in particular, or are you just having idle banter with them? Corn?
I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Just idle banter.
All right. So you continue on with that idle banter, and you catch and during this time, you notice that some of the people are definitely not from around. Like, this seems to be more of a place that's like a central hub for those who are outside of the province to come. And you find here's some little interesting tidbits here and there, but nothing really truly captures your attention. Now, let's go ahead and go back to the group at the market district.
So, that was your friend?
Acquaintance for now.
For now. What's that
For now.
supposed
Well, they're going north to get paid for hunting down a bunch of greenskins. Orcs.
works?
One specific warband, the Bleak Skulls, led by a big, ugly fuckhead named Kakran. I have a personal problem with Kakran and his boys, so I'm thinking I might go with them. But I want to confer with everybody else first.
Wait, what time are they leaving?
Tonight.
Tonight?
Yep.
Did you get a time?
Tonight. You know, sunset. When the sun goes down and the moon comes up. Tonight.
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 And if you're all at the bye.
Let's just say that we do go with them.
I think you misunderstand, Nether. This won't be a we.
You're thinking of.
If I'm going with them by myself. This is not something that I'm dragging you into.
But we're team. We killed a dragon and we saved a forest.
And this is something that I need to do by myself. This warband killed my entire clan. My parents. And everyone but me. I made it my goal, my only purpose in life, to hunt these fuckers down. And I will have that. I will have that bastard's head.
Gotta say, I know how that feels. My whole family, except for my only brother, who I will have to kill too, is still running amok.
And you understand why I want to do this by myself.
Yes.
Because this is bigger than just killing this person. He has to know that it was just me.
But what if something happened?
If I die, then I die upholding the name of my clan.
I know this is probably a pride thing as well. We're here for you. You know that, right?
I know that I appreciate that, but this is something that I cannot drag you people into because this is not your fight. You've got more important things to do. Go back, get paid. If I live, I'll see you again.
You saw
Just one.
how long we were gone. Who knows how long you'll be gone?
True, who knows how long I'll be gone. But if I live, I'll be back, and that is a promise. If I survive, I will come back and find you.
You know Cadenza won't let you leave, right?
She's
She
going to
will.
have to. She is going to have to. I don't want any of you involved in this, her least of all.
Nothing I can say or do is gonna convince you otherwise, is it?
Nope. If it worries you that much, go back, get paid, do your thing, come and find me. But I need to go tonight.
You know, you guys are like my family. I don't have a family. I'm not risking losing part of my family.
It would take a lot more than a couple of orcs to kill me. Do me a favour.
Dragon.
I would like to think I killed that dragon pretty good. Do me a favour, Nether. Hold on to this for me.
And I'm going to hand him the clockwork amulet. There we go. You have a clock. It goes in in D&D Beyond. Just add it into your equipment.
Just, I know sometimes you get lost in your own thoughts, and you don't always have the best luck in combat. This should help a little bit.
You really are leaving, aren't you?
For now. I feel like it's easier to have this conversation with you and Kihime than with Cadenza.
No kidding.
And she's going to hate me, but I'm gonna have to leave without saying goodbye. Because otherwise she won't let me stop, she won't let me go. And I'm going to have to.
You do know how hard this is gonna be to...
I understand. And I know, if afterwards you all hate me for it, so be it.
Nah, couldn't hate you for doing something like this.
Like I said, if you still give a shit when you get back there and you finish up all of your job, you know where I am. Here, take this for the party. You'll get more use out of it than I will. And I will hand him 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
That is for the party, not just you.
Damn it, you know me too well.
The party
Don't
will get
worry.
more use out of it than I will.
I'll make sure he doesn't take it all.
It wouldn't be right to take it all. I may be a thief, but it's not.
I'm just teasing you.
Well then. If this is gonna be your last day with us, let's make it worth it.
Sounds like an idea to me.
No use getting emotional.
Just when we get back and when Cadenza's near us again, don't say anything.
Alright. Hey, is it alright if I at least see you off?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna give him like a big hug.
What, to my legs?
I'm gonna attempt a bro hug.
I'll pat him on the back slightly. This is really weird with you and the mask on, just so you know.
It's already
If
good enough.
if I come back to the group and you're still wearing that fucking mask, I'm going to be really disappointed with you.
I don't know.
Get stronger. You'll be able to take it off then. You'll figure it out. You're smart.
I'm smart.
Yep.
Another just slightly chuckles.
Alright, let's go get shit-faced.
Yeah.
And as you all make your as you guys make your way to the town, you find that out of the corner of your eyes, you see Rorik, who happens to be speaking to Oberon. Can't really hear what they're saying, but seeing from Oberon's the shoulders, the lower, you can probably guess what he's talking about. But as you all go off, do your own thing, you find yourself back in the tavern, the Sleeping Rock, just enjoying yourself a few pints or gallon for Neo.
Yep.
Harold's forgetting something.
And while this is going on, Yue has made his return back to Cadenza.
There we go.
Small rabbit.
Yes, found him. He's with Rorik and that old human.
Cadenza perked up a bit. Where?
I guess it's what you call a market? Where you find foods and other objects that's of importance to you all?
Okay. Come on, let's go.
And as you make your way to the market district, you find Rorik and Oberon and Little Flame talking amongst each other. And Little Flame sees you, gives you a small wave as you make your way towards him. Oberon turns and looks to you all and says, "Whoa. Your elf friend here has told me about quite the adventure you had with Little Flame. I must say, I'm actually surprised, considering how much he prefers to live the simple life."
Who's cooking something on the microwave?
That's my aircon, sorry.
Okay. Cadenza nodded. Do you guys know any apothecary apprentices who can help me out?
Oberon pauses and crosses his arms, scratching his chin, as his bushy mustache just seems to shift every now and then as he's moving his lips, just thinking. I believe there's someone that Aldin knows who he can speak to. He has his connections to people who are useful in such practices.
We found the apothecary master. He has already left. I picked up the deed. It is now mine, but I can't run it if I'm off adventuring. So I need to hire someone in my stead.
And I believe Amin knows someone who can help with that. Did I cut out?
Please share.
I don't know anyone off the top of my head, but he will know.
Where is he?
Back in Aphenia. Waiting for us.
Okay. So I'll have to close up in the meantime, right?
Probably for the best. And perhaps talk to the guards, make sure that everything stays in proper order. Never know nowadays, especially seeing how the state of affairs here in this particular city.
I heard about a plague. They might ransack it.
Precisely. Which is why you probably want to ensure that nothing happens while you're gone.
Yep. Cadenza takes back to
You cut out.
Cadenza takes leave of them and goes back to the guard in front of her apothecary.
So for the sake of time, we'll go ahead and say that you.
But I persuaded him.
Hold on. Let me push the talk. Okay. So we'll just say for the sake of time and everything that you already coordinate something with the guards and for your business to be protected until you send someone to
Score.
take over.
Persuasion check overridden.
Well, considering the fact the state of affairs over there, it's probably in the best interest to keep some level of public order. So it seems more practical that way.
Cool. To the tavern Cadenza goes.
All right. So you all head to the tavern with Rorik and Little Flame and Oberon coming along as well, and joining the rest of you all as you are enjoying your drinks.
Hey, look who returned, finally! Oh, man.
I can't see straight.
Well, you probably see better than Nether right now. Little Flame chimes, glancing at the mask. Nether still.
How do you know it's not a mask of Orside? What if he has 20 vision now?
I
If he did that, every woman in the building would slap him.
How would they know?
Cadenza laughs.
He's not subtle.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
And
Subtle.
starts laughing harder. Just slap him. Are you sure about that?
I am very subtle.
Not the way on my friend.
You tried flirting with a married woman.
He didn't know.
I
We've all done
didn't
that at
know.
least once.
Exactly.
Well, I wouldn't know.
How am I
You need to
supposed
flirt with more people, Little Flame. Just say it.
Little Flame, you come here. You can practice on me. Come on.
Yeah, flirt with
I
him.
told you I don't swing that way.
You do now, bitch.
You can pretend I am a lovely woman.
You
Back.
can't see behind the mask. Maybe he is.
Maybe I am, actually.
Have I ever told you how makeup works, Little Flame?
He just
It is a-
stares.
It is a
with a
magical
deadpan
guise
look. Just,
that hides hags from people.
you all are drunk.
No,
I'm-
you're drunk. Fuck you.
Cadenza
Yeah,
smirks and
you're-
looks up at Neo. I guess it's a good thing I don't wear any then, huh?
Exactly.
Oberon clears his throat. Well, I hate to interrupt this conversation, but
No, you don't.
I believe there's a matter at hand that we must take into consideration. That tomorrow we'll be heading out back to Ephenia.
Really?
Funny bound.
Alright.
What
I
time?
mean,
We're gonna leave early in the morning.
No,
Just-
what are you gonna buy with the money?
oh god, I don't know. What can I buy?
You're going to get paid. You're gonna
Mark,
get paid.
Mark mutters, he's probably gonna buy a prostitute.
If I could make a
don't need to
suggestion,
buy a woman. I
You
can
should
get a
buy-
woman up.
you should buy a crowbar to get the mask.
Maybe I can pay someone to get it off.
Ooh, go look for one of them wizards that do the crazy stuff with their magics.
Don't we have people that do crazy stuff with the magics?
Can they do to take off the mask?
I guess-
Cadenza shakes her head back and forth. I can't.
What about
Kahime?
Kahime?
Little
Sorry,
flame?
don't have anything to remove curses.
Ooh, look like you're trapped.
Wait, I have the cards.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
No. No.
Oh wait, hang on, yes.
Don't. Oh god.
Oh, g-
I don't know, guys. Do you think magic cards could remove curses?
Maybe.
I mean, it did create that. What was it? What was that item?
What?
I don't. What?
No, it just made him stronger, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. It made him stronger.
Maybe.
No, he pulled a card and his muscles got twice as big. What I have not yet seen this deck do anything bad.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean-
deck of wondrous luck.
Oh man, guys. I don't see anything wrong with.
I will be the voice of not reason and also reason. On one hand, you are drunk. On the other hand, fun. I will let you decide.
Those both sound like they're on the same hand.
I
don't
can't
know what it will
tell
bring.
which hand is the right one. Both my hands look like hands right now.
Whoa. I'm gonna put my hands in front of me. Whoa, mine do too.
See? Hands. Weird. Go
How's
on,
my-
have you got hands too?
Cam, you're being persuaded to use the cards by Invisius.
Oh, I know. He's DMing me too. Like, use the cards. Use the cards.
Became a
So,
sports
are you
fan.
actually going to use the cards, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna take the deck out and place them on the bar. Like,
I
alright, guys.
think if everyone in this bar has hands, we should pull a card.
Does everyone in this bar have hands? I'm just gonna yell out to
Little Flame says, "I have paws."
Ah, fuck. Well,
Well,
there you stand.
All right.
my
So,
paw.
who's drawing?
No one's drawing. We just fucking.
No, everyone doesn't have hands. We can't draw.
We
Okay.
can't draw. If everyone has hands, we draw, but we have paws, so we cannot draw.
Are paws hands though? I mean, he uses them hands.
Do you have opposable thumbs?
Well, kinda. As he shows that he can use his paws to grab things, like no
His
problem.
thumbs opposed.
Harold! Harold! Freudian slip!
Ah,
His thumbs opposed, therefore they are hands.
May I have me draw a card?
okay. So, how many cards are you drawing, Nether?
Just draw one.
Okay, drawn one. Okay,
Easy.
hold on.
The rules of the cards. You see how many you're drawing. Nether doesn't know this, but he only knows how to draw one card.
Okay. Do you see the deck or no?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and do. Let's see. Hold on.
Choose.
Yeah, go ahead and choose.
I can't remember. Did Harold say that he homebrewed these so that they wouldn't murder us in one?
Nope, it's just a deck of many things.
All right. Did you choose a card?
I'm drawing it right now.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Let me take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and steal the card and
Death!
check what it is.
Are we
What?
fucked or are we okay?
I'm trying to see it.
What is that?
Card.
Hold
What
on.
is
Can,
that?
hold on. Is there a way? Can you flip it to show it?
I'm looking at it.
What is it?
It sounds like it.
Describe the card.
It doesn't say what it is.
Hold on. I'm trying to.
Oops.
Oh wait, I have to press let it go. Let it go.
Is it covered
Thank
in
you.
pretty
Okay, let me
flowers
see it.
or skulls?
What is that?
Okay. Hold on.
What is that?
Hold on. Just pulling it up. Okay.
I'm scared, guys.
We're all in this together.
It's like, alright, roll initiative.
Okay. As you pull this card, you see that it appears to be a figure that you don't really know. You feel conflicted in a way. I'm gonna ask you once, okay?
Okay.
Would you like to draw 2 additional cards? Or
Oh,
level up?
What?
damn!
I'm gonna level up. I'm not gonna.
Ooh!
Oh.
Bitch.
You all, I'm just saying, this is a deck of wondrous luck.
Yeah.
Nether OP.
Yeah,
What
that's
was
like-
the name of the card?
I
It was
don't
the
know, but-
Jester.
It was what?
The Jester.
The
Okay.
Jester card looks creepy.
That can't be that bad. I mean,
It looks creepy.
I don't know about that, but I have an option to draw
Alright.
a card for some
Don't do it.
reason.
No, don't pull it.
I'm not.
Okay.
Wait, so I can level up.
Yeah, you get a level.
There we go. Yep.
Thank you.
So you
Congrats.
you find yourself feeling a little bit stronger, just like you did before. But nothing else. You don't notice any physical changes or anything right now.
Yep, Jester, you gain 10,000 XP or you can draw 2 additional cards.
Guys. whoa.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the alcohol or what. I
You're
think
glowing.
I'm glowing.
Are you on
That's-
fire?
Is
Oh,
my hair on fire?
is his hair on fire?
Am I mad? Am I mad? I don't know.
You got hands still.
Alrighty. So, well, with that, Little Flame looks to you all. I don't see anything happening.
If you look closely, I'm just gonna point like really close to Nether and just wait until Little Flame tries to look close. If you look close, look right there. Does he?
He narrows his eyes because feline eyesight.
Look,
I don't see any difference.
not bringing
And
his
goes back to
face
his
closer.
drink.
Damn it!
You're not pointing to Nether's dick, right?
No, I'm pointing to his shoulder.
I...
I think.
Wait, what? I'm just gonna
Nether,
look.
you need to go to the bathroom right now and check to see if your dick got bigger. Quickly.
Alright, who wants to come with me to the bathroom to see if my dick got bigger?
No
Nobody.
thanks. There's only one that I care about.
I will trust you no matter what. Go. For science.
I'm gonna bolt to the bathroom and be like, hell yeah.
Which is just a chamber pot in the corner.
Oh.
It's the Middle
So
Ages,
big-
what do you expect?
Did my message go through?
No.
I said hello.
oh god.
Oh god! Okay.
And would. Wait, it's just a chamber pot in the corner.
Isn't Corn a chick, by the way?
Yes, Corn is a chick.
There you go,
A
Nether.
muscular chick.
Oh boy.
You're about to get domed.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the corner and check. Guys! Nothing changed!
Damn it!
Damn it!
I think it was smaller.
First
That's what-
off, how would you know?
March
Little
just
one.
shrugs.
You have eyes on the elephant eyes. What do you see with your elf eyes? Rory.
What do you see with your special eye?
He just doesn't respond.
Anyway, maybe we should move on.
Yeah.
We're moving on to.
As the time rolls on, and it gets closer to night, Oberon and Little Flame say their good nights and head off to sleep, getting ready for the long journey tomorrow.
We have an early start tomorrow. I think we should all head to bed.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
Cadenza nods and looks at Neo, wondering if she will be joining him or if she'll be on her own.
Neo's gonna go earlier, so he's gonna be on his own for tonight.
Yeah, but Cadenza doesn't know that.
We'll use some words then.
Cadenza reaches an arm out to Neo. Am I gonna be with you or on my own?
I'd like a little bit of space for tonight if you don't mind.
Cadenza nods and reaches up to kiss his cheek. Okay. Sleep
You
well.
let that happen. I will.
What?
You too. I'm gonna head off to bed.
Yep.
Bed.
Alright, who's nether heading on to get laid this time?
I'm not gonna ask.
He
Bullshit.
does need to. He's got the deck.
Isn't it in corn? Oh wait, not yet.
Night.
All right.
Wait.
So I'm assuming. So is everyone going to sleep for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, sleep, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
But wait about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm fairly certain that everyone's asleep, I'm going to leave.
Yep.
I'm going to walk past where Nether's room is.
All right. And you do that.
Just gonna gently knock on the door quietly. Or as
Which is
quiet
just a
as
tap
I
of his
can.
finger.
Yup.
Huh? Oh. Wait, what time is it? Oh, right.
Night.
It's night.
Just gonna. Alright.
Ready?
Yup.
You shriek.
Let's go.
All right. And as you all make your way out, you find that it seems to be rather quiet. And as you make your way towards the market district, you find the same group as before. Tantu and his companions finish appearing to have establishing everything that they'll need for the journey ahead. And each of them are carrying what appears to be on the cart is a few of the candles to light their way. And as you approach them, Tantu turns and looks to you both.
Ah. So Tawan has made decision.
You'd be lost without me.
Considering we might be among the trees and rocks, quite different compared to the rainforests and the deserts.
Dude. Oh well. Let's get moving. And I'll turn back to Nether and I'll just go. You didn't see me tonight. Go. When they ask you where I am in the morning, you just say you don't know.
Wait. Where you go? Where are you going?
Going north to where are we going to, Xantu?
Kurin.
Kurin. Province up north near Everrock.
How do you spell that?
Kurren. It's on the map.
On the map. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
If I get the chance, I'll send you word by Hawk or something like that.
Alright, well.
Just send him a skull. Just send a fiery one a skull. That'll show that Tall One is still alive and kicking.
There you go.
I've always got connections. If you in the the not so good people, I guess. So if
Peace.
you run into any thieves or anything and you need to send a message, just tell them you need to send a message to Nether of the Ebony Horns. They know where to find.
We'll see how we go. You walk strong, Flamon. You look after them.
I will.
They're gonna need somebody watching. You know.
I'll do my best. I'll make sure everyone's safe.
I'll hold you to that.
People die.
No more. Catch you around.
Alright.
No, bump him on the shoulder.
Which, considering the size difference, probably like almost knocks him over.
Just a little bit.
Be safe.
Me? Never.
Sounds about right.
And we'll
And
climb
as
up onto the car.
And as you all start making, so as you, Neo, and the Xantu and the rest of the group start making their way towards the exit, leaving Nether behind, you do notice that upon one of the buildings, you see a familiar cloaked figure. You see your wood elf friend who's always enjoying pissing you off and just having a good time. He gives you a smile as you make your way towards the exit. But of course, in true orc fashion, he smiles at you fondly while flipping you off.
And I will flip him off as well.
Then he disappears.
That
among
makes
the
me
shadows
think
of
of
the
the ending of season 3 of DBZ with Vegeta and Trunks flipping each other off. Oh boy.
And with that, we'll go ahead and take a small break here before we move on to the next day. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
I still
So
have
we'll-
night stuff to do.
Yeah. So we'll go. So we'll just take a 5-minute break and then we'll get back into it. All right.
Okay.
I need to get a quick snack. So give me a sec.
I am going to admit, Neo, when you first mentioned that you're gonna leave, I choked up. I was like, oh shit.
That was not
in
easy.
my voice too. Like how it just went
Yep.
serious. Like, oh shit. It's happening.
Yo.
Method acting, guys.
Method acting.
If your character's sad, you yourself should be sad. Makes it easier.
No more Baba.
Watch
For
as
now.
everyone is now. Because we don't have the meat shield.
Alright. You can adapt.
We can adapt. I am the meat. No, I'm not a meat shield.
You're the only one that can fill that role, sadly.
Yep, I have 76 hit points and oof.
It's only 10 less than Neo.
Really?
Yeah, he's got 88.
Then again, Neo's level 7 And Nether's level 8.
A few of us went to level 8.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Cadenza should be level 8 as well.
me too. With multiple classes. I went.
Oh, yeah. You guys are technically level 8. Technically.
That's
Okay, I don't.
character level 8. It's not technically.
Do I go for an ability score improvement or that is?
Feats are lit.
I'm gonna search.
Well, it depends. What do you need an ability score improvement or nah?
I mean,
Feats can be some good things though. I mean, alert is really, really good. Getting that +5 to initiative, powerful.
I have 10 in intelligence.
Do you need intelligence?
Do I?
It's like
As the,
that's just it. What are you, a fighter?
yeah, I'm a fighter.
Fighters usually
But-
don't need intelligence.
I use some magic though.
It doesn't require intelligence to use that magic.
Wait, okay, I need to look.
What's your magic casting ability score?
I just wanted to say real quick, I, not Corn, am transgender. Just so you guys.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's see here. Where do I find that actually?
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Alright, is everyone else here?
I think no, Neo's off for a bit.
You did.
Yeah, I was usually muted at this.
You don't need me for a bit.
Okay.
Cadenza.
Makoni?
Guys, where do I find my magic test stuff?
It'll tell you in the spells.
Here. Let me help with that.
I see my
Well,
spell.
While I wait for Cadenza, we'll go. I'll help you with that.
Yeah.
I'll have to do a little override on my end. So let me do that real quick.
Because what was it that you were asking again? Like, what was my spell mod?
Yeah. What's your, you know, what basically what is your spell modifiers and what does it go off of?
That's-
Let's see. I'm
trying to. Burning hand. Let's see.
it is a it's a race feature, isn't it?
Hmm?
It's a race feature, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Try features and traits because
Alright,
that
got
would probably
Cadenza
tell
done
you.
for the druid. Now she can do her spell thing with that.
Racial traits.
Okay. Great pandemic. And
Con is your spellcasting modifier.
What is?
Yep, Constitution is your spellcasting modifier. For
Yep.
your burning hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't need intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Okay. Let's look. What feats do I have already?
Okay, there we go.
I just don't like that it shows all the feet and not the ones that
I'm back.
exactly.
Welcome back. Let's
Thank
go
you.
ahead
Okay.
and get started. So, the morning rises, and very similar. It's very similar to that of the mornings you've had with when you were in the helm, but instead of it being just a peaceful morning, you hear the rustle and bustle of people going about their day, carts rolling along, the noise of animals as they make their way throughout the streets. And as you all wake up,
Wait, so did we just say that I did my thing that night?
which thing was that? Just so remind me.
Oh, I was gonna go sneak into that boarded up store to go get.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I would say
yeah.
you would have found that. Found it no problem.
Yeah. All right.
So what are you all doing as you all wake up from your slumber?
Yeah, I guess going to get breakfast.
Cadenza feels like something's off. And she starts looking around outside her bedroom, calling softly for Neo.
As you call out softly for Neo, there's no response.
Neo? Neo? Yuri, do you see Neo?
No, I don't even smell his usual odor either.
Cadenza's silver eyes widened. You don't smell him? Now
No.
Cadenza's screaming, Neo! Where are you?
And as you're yelling and screaming for Neo's name, you hear some people stirring, quite annoyed, and even one person, you don't even know who it is, but just shouts, "Shut up, woman!"
Why is there yelling?
Where is Neo?
What? I'm just gonna like peer out from that room.
Cadenza keeps repeating this and tries to head towards his when she opens his door.
And what you find there is just what appears to be as you know, Neo's not really the kind of person who knows how to knows all the customs and whatnot of the Empire, and even to an extent of not really knowing how to make a bed. Seems like he tried to do it before tried making the bed, but just like almost like as if like a kid tried making a bed, and you can see all the wrinkles and like the corners sticking out and whatnot.
Cadenza can't even speak as she sinks to the floor as she sees that none of his belongings are there. He left. Why would he leave? Who knew? Why would he leave? And she just keeps saying this over and over again.
What are the rest of you doing?
None of it is just tired after a long night of manly tears. But it's not obvious. He's just
People just probably, in other words, it's probably thinking, oh, he probably got late or something.
yes.
Okay.
Totally.
Little Flame and Oberon slowly make their way towards where they've heard all the commotion. Oberon stands there quietly. Looks down to the floor. For looking back to Cadenza and says, I'm sorry, my dear. It's... Honestly, I don't know what else to say.
Cadenza's entire face turns to a scowl. Do not ever call me dear. It's as if the anger of Neo leaving has brought out more of the demonic to the point where she's just angry. She wants to scream, she wants to cry, she can't, but she's extremely infuriated. Her tail's flicking back and forth around her, making it clear that no one should approach her.
Little Flame stands between Oberon and Cadenza. Says, "Come now, Cadenza. You know Oberon doesn't mean any offense. He's trying to find what other words to say, except he can't really form them.
Only one being could call me dear. One. And he's gone. Without a word. Don't. And with that, she slowly pulls herself up on the bed and turns to look at Little Flame and Oberon. Well, we have a job to finish, right? Let's do it.
Little Flame looks like he's trying to say something, about to say something, but Oberon, hand on the Tabaxi's shoulder, and just gives a slow nod before they make their way down and get ready for the travel they're about to take. And I'm assuming the rest of you are already pretty much prepared to do the perform your travel.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you all make your way from leaving the province that had been one that almost became so familiar to you, and yet so disturbing at the same time, you've all made your way down the road with the caravan, making their way back to the province of Athenia and to the capital of Delaram. Along the way, there seems to be nothing that really catches your attention. Just no one to speak of, nothing that stands out to you all, but finding yourself in the change in the landscape seems to bring some sort of familiarity and peace, complete with some humming and people singing their songs. But it's clear that the absence of Neoboy has left a bit of a void in the mood for the party involved. And as you make your way closer to Delaram, you find what appears to be a rather surreal scene before you. Down the road, going the opposite direction of each and every one of you, you see what appears to be a line. 2 columns, actually. In the front, each seem to be an individual wearing priestly robes, and each carrying an icon, which is of the 4-pointed star, both of which are glistening silver. And as they're singing what appears to be some hymns, do any of you speak Celestial?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wait. You said Celestial?
Celestial.
Guess what? Cadenza speaks.
All right.
I mean, you
On the
should have
cover
known
one.
that, and if not, she was going to, you know, do her usual bullshit.
Yeah. So and with that, you hear that the hymns that are being sung are of praises and of glory, but also a one of seeking forgiveness and redemption. And the words seem to be heavy, as following close behind them are many upon many individuals that seem to be stripped to just their bare clothing, chained from their wrists, their ankles, and their necks. From what you can tell, they're all humanoid, humans, dwarves, some even seeming to be elves, and pretty much all humanoid races you can think of. And each of them, you cannot see their face, but each of them have strapped to their face a mask, a brass mask of what appears to be a raging sun, but in the center of that face, the mask is a face of suffering. And as those hymns are being sung, you hear the moans and the cries coming from those masks, which seem to be singing along, while on each side of those columns are more of the same priests waving their censers, which send out plumes upon plumes of the, I'm trying to remember what the word is. I can't think of the word right now. The scent of the smoke that seems to give off a scent of spices and other sort of things that are used for holy rituals.
I want to do a religion check.
All right. Who here is from the Empire?
D20 would work with me.
So who here lives in the Empire?
I don't know.
Check your backgrounds, people.
Yes,
Cadenza
this is where your
does
background
not.
comes in handy.
Yeah. I'm from Haktash, though no, I'm not from the Empire.
I'm definitely not from the Empire.
you're from
I'm
Iran.
allowed to go.
My ghost!
Nether?
I
You're from the
thought Nether
Empire.
was.
Yeah, so Nether,
Yeah.
you are the one who will get to do the religion check, and you get to do it with advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
that's why you asked.
Alright, my.
Roll 20 really hates me tonight.
It's just a d20.
Yeah, but you get with advantage, which means you get to do it twice.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right.
19.
Nice.
So you would actually, so you know of what this is, being from the Empire, and what you've seen here, you would know, Nether, is because of the religious focus of the Empire, their form of punishments are similar as well. The people who are wearing these masks are people who have committed crimes that are beyond heinous. Yet, the bishops have deemed that they were worthy of having a second chance. They are called among the people in the Empire the repentant. And from what you know about the system is that that if you are given this sentence of becoming a repentant, you will serve a certain amount of time in the service of the, whether it's the Inquisition or or any other form of military service, mostly the Inquisition, that you will then be given your freedom.
Shame, ding. Shame, ding. Shame, ding.
So they are basically soldiers and cannon fodder at the same time for the Inquisition.
Well then. Everything he just said, I told you guys.
Okay.
Like, do that. This is stuff I tried to avoid.
And as you are both crossing paths, you notice Little Flame seems to be trying to hide himself a little bit more from these people, as they split off and go to a different direction of the road. Instead of going to the left where you guys originated, they went off to the right, towards what is known as the province of. Let me get it up. I thought I had it. Oh yeah, here we go. To the province of Relberg. Which is familiar to you all.
Familiar. We have been
You haven't been there before, but you definitely know of it. I'll give you a freebie just for this one, since it's been a while. But that is where the hags had ordered Arak to go.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Well, these are pleasant folk, as Oberon mutters.
Very.
Cadenza looks over to Little Flame and raises, and tilts her head, wondering if he's okay.
He raises a paw, keeps his lips, keeps it close to his finger close to his lips, and just to say, as a way of keeping quiet, because clearly he doesn't want to be talked to at this very moment. And he seems to be fearful.
Cadenza nods.
And as you continue making your way past the column that's that's passing on by, at the tail end, you see what appears to be someone wearing the armor of the Inquisition. Similar to that of a certain tiefling you all remember. Well, it's not the same tiefling, or even a tiefling for that matter. You definitely recognize the clothing. He glances at each and every one of you. And Okana, you still have your amulet on, correct?
Mm-hmm.
T takes note of your amulet. Who happened, and you can't really see who the person is because of the armor or even the facial features, but the Inquisitor gives you a small nod as he continues on his way with the column.
Time being, we know they won't mess with us.
Mm-hmm.
They might. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they want to mess with him. Rourke gestures to hints at Little Flame, who's a little bit more relieved now that they're gone.
Hey, it'll be alright. As long as you're with us, well, let's just say we have to deal with them. Still. Then you're a viable asset to us. So if you're with us, then they can't harm you.
Little Flame gives a small nod but doesn't say anything. And as you all make your way through down the road and enter the gates of Delarim, you all begin to feel this sense of nostalgia as you all make your way towards the location that you all remember very well. A certain tent, a large one that seemed to hold a familiar face who you haven't seen in such a long time.
And you see, who you see before you is a man, a human. His dark, rich chocolate brown skin, his hair is still sitting there braided just as before, and his curled mustache. He looks to you all, smiling warmly, and says, "It is good to see you all again." As the carts for the caravan have stopped.
My man, it's been a long time.
Far too long, my friend. And as you're all making your exit, he reaches up to you, grabs your shoulder, Nether, kisses both sides of the cheek.
See, this is the appreciation I get, guys.
And he does it to each and every one of you as well.
Aw. That's fine.
So, what has happened since you've been gone? Actually, no. Let's talk more about this inside. Come. And he opens the tent flap for you all to enter.
You're not gonna give us a magic lamp, are you, Harold?
I see what you did there. And as you enter, you find it's still the same setting as before, but you also find a familiar Aratroka there, who Rourke gives a wary look to.
Bringing back all the old NPCs. We have all
The Aratroka just stares at each and every one of you, gazes a little bit longer on Cadenza suspiciously, but doesn't say a word.
Uncle Ron? Why on Cadenza? Harold?
If you remember, he wears the armor of a culture that you are well attuned to. Oh, hold on a sec.
Dude, it's 1-something in the morning. I need a recollection.
Yeah. As you see before, you remind you that the armor he's wearing, and also the fact that he is an Aratroka, that it is the same as those of Ifhan.
Oh. Cadenza tenses up a little bit.
So, please, sit. And gives you the warmest welcome. He, as his workers or servants, you can't really tell, places the food before you all and sits down eagerly. So, what has happened since you've been on your travels?
Oh boy, so much has happened. So.
Where do we begin?
Well, to me, no offense, but I'm more curious about what happened with our original agreement, our business, the transaction, all of that.
Right.
What's happened with the carts? Because I see that a few of them are indeed missing,
Right.
and I do not know how much of a net loss, for lack of better terms, that I have from this.
We kinda got attacked at night by the drow.
Hearing this, his eyes narrow. As if it wasn't obvious before, you now have his full attention.
It's just whatever was in the carts, they wanted it destroyed. And so they did manage to burn down. So we saved what we could and we delivered.
And you were able to deliver a good portion of the medicine, yes?
Yes, sure.
So you say that there's this huge breath of relief that just escapes from him. Clearly, it's been on his mind for quite some time.
Sorry that we couldn't inform
No,
sooner.
no. Please do not apologize. The fact that you were able to deliver it is more than enough.
We just hope that the
Though it
medicine
does trouble me, though, that... Is that your cat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure. But, it does trouble me that that they seem to target us, or my business in particular. Did they say why, or just that they did not want it?
Crap, guys, do we remember this?
Makoni was the one that talked to them. My character wasn't there, so
Yeah, that's
For what? The drow?
yeah. Why
Yeah.
they attacked?
Because they said it was a danger.
I think you're the only one that knows that.
They wanted it.
Danger. What drow consider dangerous is usually is actually beneficial for everyone else. If I may be so frank, drow are not really known for being the most agreeable of sorts.
They left us alone after I spoke to them. It wasn't a danger to them. They were by somebody who was trying to control them. It wasn't them saying it was a danger to them. It was somebody else who ordered them to do it.
I see. He pauses and seems to be thinking. And within a moment, he finally speaks up. I have my suspicions that someone that I've known and had business dealings with in the past might have something to do with this.
Someone that you know?
I'm a merchant. I know many people.
I can
But-
imagine.
I suspect that it is someone who has had their eye on me for a while. It would explain why the drow even knew of my knew who to attack and what.
So someone wants you to go out of business?
If that
Or is jealous of your business.
could be both.
They wouldn't tell me a name.
It could be both, for all we know. For the fact that no one really... If you wish to take someone out of business, you would do it in the most underhanded way possible. That is just the way the world works here. It's the same in Ashuk, where I'm from. You don't do it directly, you do it indirectly.
Makes sense.
By going after all of your wares.
Though it's rather interesting that they've chosen to attack the medicine. Especially when it is a province that seems to be having some issues.
Who exactly are you suspecting to do this?
I'm suspecting of someone who is known as Van Hur. Vanhur.
Van Her. Have I ever heard of this name?
go ahead and make an intelligence check.
All of us, or just her, or just Nether?
Just Nether.
Oh yes, I think it would be funny too. Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
I don't know, might be.
You've heard of, you haven't really heard of the name Van Her before, but it's not uncommon for people to actually, like merchants, to know each other but on a first name basis. Because Van Her, you know for a fact, is a first name.
Alright.
Van Her, who conducts his business in Ruvan. From what I remember, he has some rather questionable businesses on the side. It's not uncommon for him to even work with Drow. Though this is something that's more, how you say, out of the ears of the Inquisition. This is a side business, you would say.
Side business. What kind of side business?
Anything you want. It's more of a, what's the word? A black market.
Ah, something that the Empire wouldn't exactly do.
Precisely.
Interesting. Move on.
If you have the intention of going after Van Her, I will reward you greatly. And for this, I'm one who would prefer to have this dealt with in a rather proper manner.
What kind of proper manner are you talking about?
And as you ask this, he leans in forward, gives a small smile, but you can tell there's more behind it. Whatever you deem necessary.
I look back to everyone else. What do you guys think?
We need more information. Why do you suspect this Van Her?
Besides the fact that of his business dealings with the Drow, which, as you have confirmed, that the Drow have been the ones been a thorn in my side. It seems to me that the location of where he is conducting his business seems to just align up with what has happened in that province. For all I know, he could be the reason for that illness.
Do you have any evidence to suggest this? Because right now it's all hearsay.
He then pulls out what appears to be a letter and unfolds it and places it on the table. On this letter, you see what appears to be almost a coded message. Like, you can hardly, you see words, but you don't really can make a coherent sentence. But you see in the corner a crescent, which you remember seeing among the Drow. And you see as well the signature with just the letter V. These are the kinds of messages he would want relayed to the Drow, which I've admittedly have had do as a little bit of a, what's the word? A favor for him.
So you've worked with him before?
As in the past, yes. But it went south.
How
And
so?
just like with any business, as soon as a business grows powerful enough, one has the idea that they're better off solo and decide to go off on their own endeavors. He went off on his own endeavors. He failed. Saw my success. I'm sure you can connect the dots there.
How do we know you're not setting the person up?
He shrugs and says, Do I have a reason to lie to you?
I don't know. Everyone has a reason to do everything.
You're a merchant. That should speak for itself. Wait. Can I do an insight check
For what?
about Van Her?
What about Van Her? Like, what in the insight check?
Like, if he's lying about how his stuff with Van Her went south.
Okay, go ahead. Roll for an insight check.
Please roll for me. Nope. Rolling the dice froze. Every
Oof.
fucking time. Dear roll 20 tonight. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I say this supposed to be a good reason why they have a dice bot, but sometimes it does that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would rather roll my actual dice. I don't know where it was. 19.
From what you gather, he is being forthright with you.
Cadenza looks at Nether with a curt, but you can tell her tone is curt and she's not happy about it. He's not lying.
I just wonder.
I have no reason to lie, especially when the antics of another cost the lives of others. I may be a merchant, but I also have my own morals.
As do we all.
Not all merchants do, in my understanding.
Which is also true.
And this is why we steal.
Cadenza looks at Nether. Speak for yourself.
But
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll let you all decide on that. But in the meantime, he claps his hands twice. And you remember seeing those four-armed insect-like bodyguards of his approach. And since you, if I'm correct, you recovered, you saved 4 of the cards, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He awarded you all with 20,000 gold.
Ooh. Each?
As the whole group.
The whole group.
Okay, so if we're dividing that, how do we...
But
How many
like I said,
people are there?
Use
The
a
Van Her-
calculator.
let me just, whether you decide to send me a message or if you happen to be in the area, just let me know. And if need be, I can send some assistance. And he glances over at our Troka. He gives a small nod in response.
Okay, if we divide it evenly 5 ways, that's 4,000.
So 4,000 gold?
Doesn't need. Oh, I
And
still
what-
need to set up that 1,000. I'll do that later.
Anyways, I must get back to work. And I'm certain you have your own business to attend to.
Yep.
And like I said, if you decide to go after Valhalla, let me know. And he gives you all farewell before disappearing off. Leaving it just to you guys and Oberon and Little Flame.
That shady if I've ever seen anything.
Well, he is a businessman. And aren't all businessmen shady in some way or another?
Anyone that deals with the black market is more than shady.
And that's what Van Hur is.
And if they work together, well, they can
Well,
play magic done.
Who knows?
It's not like some of us haven't done worse.
But I believe it's time that they're going to be parting ways soon.
Really?
I'm part of this caravan, and so is Oberon. But I will say though, I am thankful that I was able to join you all in that adventure. He says he laughs nervously.
Shahime, Corn, what do you think?
I don't know.
The less the merrier.
The less the merrier.
What's that
What?
to me?
That depends a lot on what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I mean, an adventuring party.
It'll give us something to do.
Though you
I don't want the Arachoka with us, though.
Well, don't you also have some business elsewhere? I mean, there is also the whole thing of you were trying to find that werewolf, wasn't it?
The Bahir?
No, not the Bahir, the werewolf.
The messenger wolf from the hags.
Yes.
Oh, that wolf.
It's like y'all don't write notes.
I fucking do it!
If you haven't noticed,
I didn't even need notes. I was like, that was also mentioned just a while ago.
Yeah.
I had my notes and I literally lost them. I don't know where they are.
Well, it's
I lost
time
my
to find
notes.
them. Anyway, I'm not.
You're not even with us.
Actually, that's why he's not here.
Yeah, what the hell? Are you going? Are you gonna like abandon us
know.
again?
But
He's our ghost now.
Great.
but before you guys leave, before you all leave for whatever, whether you decide to go to wherever else, is it okay? I can ask a favor from you all.
Sure. Go
I
ahead.
don't see why not.
Yeah.
Well,
Depends on the favor.
there's there's someone that doesn't really fit with this caravan, and he's much more, I think, in tune with your lot's sort of adventures than mine, which I prefer. Honestly, I prefer more of the trade than going off slaying dragons and all those other things.
This is Oberon saying this, right?
No, this is Little Flame.
Oh God.
But I also think, honestly, he'll be safer with you.
Who?
He's waiting for your answer.
I said who?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he. Come, I'll introduce you to him. And Little Flame gestures for you to follow him outside the tent.
Alright. Follow the kitty.
And as he
Cadenza mutters under her breath that you still want to bang.
and so Little Flame you follow Little Flame, and he seems to go to the back of the back part of the tent outside, where a lot of the animals are being kept and being taken care of. And you see who appears to be a tall, slender figure, but also has a tail,
Oh?
a tiefling tail.
Oh?
And as you all get closer, he says, "Hey, War! There's someone I want you to meet!" And as the figure turns around, who do they see, Sakona?
Hi, all. Well, for the most part, all you see is a large. Well, it's not large. He's regularly tall, so he's like 6 foot something. He got a slender build, and he on his encasing his body is this suit of dark, like it's a flat silver with black lining, plate mail. And it's very rigid, like there's not very many curves, there's a lot of spikes, and the gauntlets are covered in just spikes and blades. And over that, he's wearing bits of cloth, take a little bit of the shine off and make it look a little bit less conspicuous. He's got a hood pulled up over his head and a small, metal face piece around it. And you can see that only one horn is protruding out from underneath the hood, and his right eye is covered by a set of bandages. And he's a icy blue color skin with strands of just straight white hair falling down over his bandages, and his one eye that is visible is no pupil, completely silver. He just turns around and just goes, "What is it this time, Flame?"
Oh, I just wanted to introduce you to some friends, and possibly your new friends.
You're trying to hand me off again?
No, I'm not trying to hand you off. I've told you already.
Cadenza growled and then spoke in Infernal. Why are you chained like this? What did they do to you?
Am I what?
Why are you chained like this?
He's not chained.
He's not.
Well, he's
But
covered
it does
in
look fucked.
bandages. That.
He's wearing plate mail.
Yeah,
I'm
but he's
guessing
covered
he
in
was in-
bandages and shit, right?
Oh,
Yeah, because he's been in
Yeah,
fights, man.
Yeah, and Cadenza's asking about it. She's a tiefling too.
He's an edgy boy!
I don't think he's a tiefling.
He's
Wait,
going
is
to
he a
respond in common. He's going to say, "None of your business."
Well, fine. Cadenza
like-
turns around. You guys make your decision. I don't.
Look, listen. Well, I you saw what happened. You saw those repentant that were come from the city. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the last thing I want to have happen to you. And considering the fact that you have a tendency of
A
doing
tendency of
things,
what?
and he's gesturing to
Doing
your
things.
bandages, the plate armor, and all that stuff. He's like, I just thought it'd be safer for you to be with them. I mean, they killed a dragon.
We
Did
did kill a
they?
dragon. We did.
Fascinating.
You killed a dragon that was already dead, but came back to life.
Undead dragons. Even more fascinating.
Yep.
Am I getting
Cadenza
paid
never
for
got
this, little
along well
flame?
with her.
Yes, they got
Nah.
paid.
not happy.
Whoa, everything's lagging out. Uh-oh. I think I'm losing connection.
Okay, 1, 2.
Uh-oh.
It was Discord.
Yeah, Discord was just...
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it's working
Yeah.
now.
That was fucking terrifying.
That was crazy.
I know everyone was robot though. Like,
Yeah.
That
But,
was so fucking weird.
yeah, he said, he's like, yes, I got paid for it. In fact, quite nicely, too.
Who were they working for?
Well, he did some work for Amin,
please
Al-Din,
Uh-huh.
but they also did
We work
some
with
work
whoever
for
pay us,
the
really.
for the agricultural guild in Athenia.
But
the
also
men
we have
paying
to
people
have
bill.
morals and stuff.
Morals, huh? Those are getting
kinda.
killed.
Yeah, they are.
Oh well. What are you doing now?
No. That's what
Well,
we're
they just
deciding.
Well, they just finished their job, so they're have some options.
Meanwhile, Nether's just like looking like over him. Is like, yes, this man needs to join our party.
As one who never got along with her own kind that well, she just shakes her head.
Well, better than hanging around this lot. I'm about sick of tending to Hollister's for all my life. Name's War. You can call me War.
War, your name.
War. W-A-R.
That is the most badass name I've ever.
Good.
He never changes.
Didn't choose it. Got given it.
Guys, I like this man.
I used to see a little flame, just like little relieved that at least Nether is getting along with him.
Oh,
Or at least-
the name
at least
has
he thinks.
changed, too. Oh,
I would like to take Little Fame by the shoulder and move and take him away a little bit and just whisper to him. And how's your bond with your friend going?
He tells us that confused. What are you talking about?
You know
Oh,
exactly what I'm
I know
talking
what
about.
you mean. It's
what?
it's as best as it can be right now. It hasn't caused me any problems with them, and they know about it, and they're not too worried about it.
How much do they know about it?
At the very most, they know know it as a source behind my power.
Fair enough.
They don't know. They haven't even asked about my past. They didn't even ask about how I gained it or anything like that. They just accept it as fact.
Smart. I think I like them. They don't
That's
ask
fine.
too many questions.
Which is why I think it's best for you to go with them, because they seem a lot that seems to have much more capability. Well, and he just gestures to the trade
Yes.
caravan.
I don't know what you're saying. You want me to go somewhere where I can kill things and not get in trouble. I get it.
Yeah, but I also want you to live and not become a repentant.
They'd have trouble taking me anyway.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll go with them.
Alright.
You seem strong enough to look after the caravan now on your own anyway.
The flame blinks a little in surprise by this. What? Me?
Yes, you.
Let's see how, but okay. I'll do my best.
Okay, and I'll head back towards the group. Oh well. Can you deal with me for a little bit?
Yeah, name's
We can-
Kahime.
Kihime. Strong name.
Handle yourself in a fight.
Can handle myself, you handle yourself. Don't worry about me.
Guys, I think I'm gay again.
Ugh.
In the background, the little flame's just like, ah, thank goodness.
Do the rest of you have names, or are you just unnamed?
The name's Nether. Nice to meet you.
Never. Fitting.
Cadenza turns back around, still not happy by being joined by another tiefling. Cadenza.
Mm-hmm. And you? Tall lady with the big stick?
I'm Corn.
Quick and simple. I like it. Alright. I'll follow you for a bit. Me still I get bored.
Trust me. We're not boring.
Stick around long enough, you'll find something to hold your interest.
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that.
Trust me, mate. We're gonna have so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Go off, kill a bunch of things, flirt with a bunch of girls. Or
Cadenza
guys.
scowls at the idea of Neo because of the idea of Neo leaving, coming back to hurt her.
Well, where are you going?
We don't know.
Hey, Little Flame, you set me with these people and they don't know where they're going.
They're in the middle of deciding. They've had a bit of an adventure, and now they have a decision to make. They were offered a job by Amin Aldin, but also there's the dealing with werewolves as well.
Werewolves. Are they getting paid for that one?
Yes.
Getting paid for
Wolves?
both.
I guess they're somehow connected. I don't know.
It's possible.
Oh well.
It-
I'm good with whatever as long as I'm getting paid.
We always get paid. We always get the job done.
So far.
I mean, we haven't lost yet.
Key word there. Yeah.
Do you
It is
think
very
you can
Everyone's-
handle it?
Everyone's luck runs out at some point.
Eventually. I know.
I can handle myself. That's all you need to know.
How?
How?
What
Okay.
weapon?
Yeah, he's not carrying anything visible, so he's just going to reach out a right arm to the side, and in his hand there is a blinding flash of green energy and this like black and neon green spectral. What is the fuck is it? Hang on, my words are gone. This black spectral glaive forms in his hand, and like on the glaive, like coming out of the half, is like the head of some dragon, like, and the teeth are like closing over the bottom of the blade where it comes out of the half, and like
there's wispy black lines just like floating around it. With that, is that good enough for you?
Cadenza nods in approval. You finally see her tent starting to go away.
Neat
Let's
trick,
go
I
with
bet
it.
you kill at children's parties.
I kill it wherever I'm required to kill. I let go of it and it disappears.
That was so cool.
You know, if Little Flame can do the same thing, right?
I know.
So
And I
you're a
still-
warlock.
Something like that.
something like that.
Never put a name on it myself. Just
Just make sure you stay away from my rabbit.
Just cast myself as unlucky, that's all. I don't care about your rap.
And it's at this moment that, as you two are conversing, you see a figure, like, who seems to be searching around desperately. And you notice that it's actually a soldier in the armor that is similar to the province, similar to the traditional Spartan armor. He rushes up to you, to you all, and says, "The Inquisitor likes to see you. Quit. It seems there's I don't know, you have to see for yourself," and gestures for you to follow him.
Well then, looks like we have a date.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's
He's
do
not
it.
saying anything, he's just walking.
And as you're following this soldier, you find him leading you back towards the temple where you've met Father Abatus. But as you approach it, you feel this boom, boom, this sense of nausea wash over you, and find yourself barely holding yourself to your feet, standing on your own 2 feet, and you hear a and we'll end the session there.
Oh,
Okay.
more creepy noises.
I was half expecting